items, but just an item I'm spinning. I'm not at home, so I would be showing my album now, but I don't have it here with me. But I've been spinning, not really thrash, definitely not thrash, the new Dark Tranquility album.
Ah,
Oh,
It's
yes,
called
yes.
Endgame Signals. It's out like, I don't know, a week ago, maybe 2 weeks
Yep.
ago. I think it's really good. Like if you like the last album or last two albums, very similar style. I mean, I guess it's hard to put a label on it if I had to, like melodic death, but it's got synths and they're really good at slowing it down and it gets dark and melancholy and really interesting songwriting, I find. So yeah, I just think it's a really solid album and there's actually like I'd say two songs that are pretty damn thrashy on there too. That sort of they go out of their comfort zone, so that's pretty cool
Okay.
as well. So yeah, I recommend folks to give that a try. Oh,
Cool.
sorry. I do have one news item. I
Oh,
just
cool.
remembered. So in the past, I mentioned a U.S. heavy metal festival out in Texas, Hell's Heroes.
mhm.
So
Yeah.
tomorrow at 10 a.m. Texas time, which is 1 hour difference from Eastern time, they're actually announcing the entire lineup
Oh,
for
cool.
the 2025. So that'll be pretty cool. So looking forward to that.
And you're going to that, I assume.
Yeah.
Now, of course, of course you are. You're the world traveler here when it comes to festivals, but that shit, I'm sure it'll be a good event.
Yeah, already a lot of great bands announced. I mentioned them as a news item in the past, but
Hmm.
even get to see like Coroner there who don't come here very often. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. Cool. Okay, and that's all for you tonight for that segment, Billy. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. All right, Jim, go for it.
Yeah, I did lie. I got a little bit of a news item, and I
Hmm.
believe it's this Saturday and this Sunday.
Hmm.
Obituary will be streaming a live, like their live concert
Mhm.
for their full album of World Demise.
Okay.
So I got tickets for that online. So I think it's 2 nights. I don't know exactly how they're doing it. So I believe it's this coming up on Saturday and Sunday night, and you can buy like 1 night, 2 nights, or 2 nights and a shirt. So it's kind of cool. And to be honest with you, it was like $60 American for the 2 nights and a shirt. So really, really
That's cool.
affordable. And they're going to be doing the whole album. And I think it's a jam session, more like kind of like the Annihilator was a couple months ago, where I think they're warming up to go out on tour. They're going to go out and do this album on tour. So I don't know exactly, but it sounds pretty interesting. And well, I'm going to be attending it virtually, so that'll be pretty cool. Um, and what I'm spinning, well, I picked up this. It's an OG copy
Ooh,
of God
yeah. Oh,
Hates
yeah.
Us All with the
Yeah.
band cover on it. So, and it's funny
I
because
love that cover.
it also comes with that cover inside it, which is my
Oh,
original
nice.
one that I
Yeah.
have. So obviously I have this, but what I love about it is even the little tag on it is kind of stained. It looks like coffee, but it's blood, supposedly. It's really, really cool. And
Mm.
that's just strictly for my collection to have the alternate copy of that. I always wanted it, even though I think the cover's kind of funny, but it's pretty cool. And I've been spinning a band I got, Wormwitch.
Yeah, great.
These guys are a Canadian band, and they actually have a new album out, but I didn't pick it up. I got the second last album, Heavy Heaven That Dwells Within, but I got the new one on order. It's weird. Lately, Amazon's pre-orders, like the I find the albums are dropping and the pre-orders are still up for weeks afterwards, which is kind of annoying. But I was able to pick up. But it's weird because this is a band from Vancouver, and I had to order it through Great Britain and
Mm.
get it in. So it's kind of funny, but Wicked, kind of exactly like how Billy explained Dark Tranquility's new album. Kind of a melodic death with some thrash mixed in, all kinds of stuff, some high kind of clean and a little bit of harsh vocals from time to time, but generally it's just a really cool band. I dig their name. So I'm going through this whole witch thing lately. I've got, Worm Witch, and I've ordered the new Witch Vomit CD. So if there's a third witch one out there, I'm going to order it as well.
Cool.
So, but no, it's a really great band, Canadian on top of it. So anybody who wants to check them out, definitely. I think they have 4 albums. This one's their second last. I think it was 2020 and 2019, and they had one just drop a couple weeks ago. And like I say, it's just back, still on kind of pre-order. It's kind of weird. So
Cool.
but that's what I've got, guys. So
But you know what's funny though, Jim? When you posted that on Facebook, I was gonna comment. And it was like, that's a J.S. Waterhouse painting.
Oh,
He's
is
like
it?
yes, yeah. It's like a classic romanticist painter from
wicked.
way back when. And I love that cover. It's the Lady of Shalott, which is a great painting.
Oh,
So I was
neat.
like, oh, that's great on a cover. So good.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, when I went back to go, like, I wanted to get one of their albums because I love streaming it, but I want the physical thing here. So I got this one because the cover stood out to me, and I was like, oh, that looks freaky, man. I want to try this one. I'll get the second last one if I can't get the newest one right away. So no, that's great to know that. That's wicked.
Yeah, it's
Thanks
cool.
for sharing that.
I love it. I love that. It's so great.
Cool.
Okay, so I'll start with my news item, and I just kind of found this out, which is kind of shitty because I would have been really more excited about it if I heard earlier. But so apparently this is coming out of the Metallica camp, which is kind of neat. Joe R. Lansdale is a popular horror writer. He was pretty big in the 80s and early 90s. I've read a lot of his books. Well, he's got a new adaptation coming out of one of his books from 2014. And this apparently it's called The Thicket, so it's based on the novel itself. It's coming out apparently it's coming out on theaters in this Friday, I believe, September 6th. And apparently one of the actors involved is going to be James Hetfield.
Yeah.
So James is playing the lawman in the movie, and apparently, Peter Dinklage, if you all know Peter Dinklage from the
movie
Lord of the Rings, isn't it? Right. Elf. That's right.
That's where I always think.
Yeah. He's playing. He's kind of playing a bounty hunter who's tracking down a serial killer who's kidnapped a woman. So it's kind of like a gothic western. So it should be kind of cool. I was reading that James had a really good time filming it. They had a hard time getting him. Apparently they couldn't reach him anymore, so they had to. They took a long time, but they finally got a hold of him, and he read the script in 3 days. Got back and said, "Yeah, I'm in." So we'll see how he's good as an actor in this. I'm looking forward to watching it. I don't know if it's coming out nationwide, so it might be playing like select theaters across America. I'm hoping it's going to be playing, but that's kind of exciting.
I can see him being like a grisly lawman. He would definitely fit that moniker for sure. I think that'd be cool.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. And he's all excited about it. So we'll see how he goes with that one.
But it'll be funny to see Peter Dinklage as a bounty hunter.
I know it's a little weird.
I'm still struggling with that one.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what? Peter Dinklage is going to be the bounty hunter? Okay,
hey,
whatever. And I was trying to recall. I've not actually read this novel because it's a later novel of his, so I don't know if the bounty hunter is actually a little person. I don't know. Could be.
Cool.
But it's kind of neat. And for my what's spinning item, I told you guys this like last week. I was able to find a copy of Tomb Mold's 2018 album, Manner of Infinite Forms.
Oh, I need to get that one. Yes,
yeah.
You showed.
It was the one I was missing. I didn't have it in my collection, so I was doing a little record shopping a couple weeks ago. Came into Sonic Boom, found it, and I was like, oh, I'm grabbing this.
Yeah,
gotta grab this. I would never miss it. Yep.
Funny story. I meant to send you a note, but I was in Sonic because that was in the UCD section, right? In Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
So I was there like 2 days before you bought it. It was in my hand, and I was staring at it like I almost bought it. And
really?
I'm like, I'd rather have the vinyl. So I almost do it.
Well, thank you, Billy, for waiting. Because now I have it.
Yeah,
I was pretty happy to get it because it was the only one I was missing, and it's hard to find. It's hard to find their stuff. Like I guess I could have bought it online somewhere, but I never looked. So I was like, oh, and it's funny because I found the Nile album at the same time. I picked that up, And then I found that, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is great!" I was so excited. But I love those guys. They're such a great band.
Well, the problem with a lot of these bands with these albums are they only
Yeah,
ever do one or two pressings in
yeah,
limited numbers. Like if you don't get it on a pre-order when it comes out or right away, I find it's hard to track down. Like so hard to track down. That's a wicked find.